Good morning, friends. How's everyone doing today? Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
I need to pop your name up there. Hello. Hello, my friends. Kristen's back. It's always the
Yay.
best day when Kristen's in the house.
Woo woo. We're going to have some fun today.
We are. You guys, this is going to be so much fun. You're absolutely positively going to love it. Okay. All right. Come on in. Tell us where you're from and which companies you're with. Good morning to you. Hello, y'all.
And good afternoon here on the East Coast.
Okay. I always forget that. I'm like, no,
It's
it's 9
lunchtime
a.m.
here.
You're like, okay, it may be morning, but it probably shouldn't be considered morning for some of
Some
you.
of us have been up for many hours. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's 9 a.m. and I've been up since 5, so I've been up many hours too. But
That's
yeah, I
true.
hear what you mean.
That's true.
I hear what you mean. Good morning, all y'all. Come on
Hello.
in.
Hey,
Tell us where
Ann.
you're from. Hello, gorgeous Anne. San Antonio and Park Lane. Seriously, two of my favorite things all in one. And I love it. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how much I love San Antonio. Jules by Park Lane was one of my, everybody thinks I've sold paparazzi, but I actually sold Park Lane in another life. In another time, many, many moons ago. It was awesome. I loved it. Good morning, gorgeous Rhonda, Wisconsin. Girl, how cold is it there?
That's why you're always bedazzled beautifully. Like you always have the perfect jewelry and you're just stunning every single time we're on a call together.
Oh,
You are.
you're
You're always stunning.
sweet. You are so, wow. Well, that's a nice
It's
way to
the
start the day.
truth. It's the
Thank
truth.
you. You
You're
are too
welcome.
kind. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, love.
Good morning,
Thank
Pam.
you. Good morning, Pam. How are we? So when
Hey,
you come on in, be sure you can tell us where you're from and which companies you're with. Hello, my friends. And y'all say hi to Kristen.
hello,
She has
hello.
2 homes. We're going to have her tell you a little bit about herself in a hot minute here.
Yes,
Everybody
yes.
come on in. You guys, we're going to be talking about repeat sales. I love it. It's warm, 8 degrees here, right? When you have had negative numbers and you get
Yes.
above 0, I lived in North Dakota and it was 5.5 years, but I always say 6 winters because it was 6 winters, and that's a big deal, right? So Rhonda, when it feels warm at 8 degrees, you know you've been through some stuff.
Yes.
Hi, Eileen. How are you?
Yeah, I
Good
picked
morning.
up my friend yesterday from the airport. She flew in here to Florida and she went from like 0 degrees yesterday to 46 here in Florida. And it was like a major warmth.
Oh,
But it's freezing here. So, all the people here at the airports are in just as much clothing as they are in Missouri, where she had just come from. So, it was kind of comical to see that.
come on, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Pam's celebrating her 4th anniversary with Pampered Chef. We love that.
Yay. And
No, I know you're being sarcastic, but still, it can feel warm when you're like, girl.
yeah, yeah.
Mine is 25 to 8 degrees. That's over 30 degrees warmer. It literally does feel warmer, and you can breathe when you go outside. Just understand that way more than I wish I did. Good morning, Gina.
All right, from Belgium. Welcome,
Nice.
welcome.
Welcome. So glad you're here. Good morning.
So what
Good.
time is it in Belgium right now?
Okay, I'm
So
going to make a guess. 9 plus 8. It's around 5 p.m., right?
okay. All right. So about 5 hours ahead of
Might be
me.
6.
So that'd be about 8 hours ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I bet it's 6 p.m. Is that right, Gina? Good morning,
Okay.
Becky. 7 years of
Wow,
paparazzi.
congratulations, Becky.
Congratulations.
Good morning.
Congratulations. I love that. Good morning, Laurie.
Ooh, 18 in
18.
Michigan.
Ooh.
Cold. All right, put in the chat. Some of you guys got snow for the first time in a long time or a rare
Right.
occasion this week. How many inches of snow, for those of you who got snow this week, how many inches of snow did you get? And even if you get snow on a regular basis, still put in the chat how much snow you got. Northern Florida got, there were parts that even got 8 to 9 inches of snow up in the panhandle of Florida this week. So I
Wow.
don't know if you saw reports on that, but it was actually kind of gorgeous seeing the snow on the beach and then the ocean kind of rolling up
That's so
to it. Was kind of
sweet.
gorgeous, actually.
Yeah.
Um,
So
yeah.
look, Gina said 6 p.m.
Okay,
I'm on my
look at
time zones,
you.
girl. I know. It's a
You
joy.
were right on.
I lived in Denmark many moons ago, so I kind of remember that. At
Okay.
Dusting and Sandy and San Antonio, they got just a little bit of snow. Did it shut everything down? Did you have snow days for kids at school?
Wow.
4 inches. Where are you at, Pam? Minus 24 in Minnesota, Joyce.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Been there, done that. Ain't gonna do that no more. Teresa's at 9 a.m. I love it. All right, you guys, come on in. Tell us where you're from and which company you're with. Please, please, please welcome my friend Kristen. Tell her good morning. You guys, I'm so excited to have you here. You guys, we're going to have so much fun talking about repeat sales. It's going to be a good day.
We're going to have so much fun.
It's going to be a good day. Good morning, Cassandra. All right. So I'm going to tell you good morning. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Michelle Hess Withers, and I'm the owner of this company, Creative Success Systems. I have owned several different companies of my own, from products I created to direct sales. I've got tons of sales experience. Then when social media started, I started coaching and doing and helping people no matter what they sold on social media. I love it. I have so much fun with this. I love to help you no matter what you sell. I live in Washington State. I'm about an hour from Seattle. I'm in the capital in Olympia. And some of you know my son, Porter. He's my assistant and my right-hand man. Porter, say hi. Hey, y'all. And I joke, I have the Narnia children. I have boy, girl. Like, they kind of have similar personalities a little bit. Anyway, it's kind of fun. So Narnia children here, but I have 2 married kids and I have 1 sweet grandbaby who's staying with us, her and her mama, for a couple weeks. So fun. See, look, Kristen hooked me up with Best Mimi.
Yay!
I love this. All right.
Yep.
So you guys come on in. Make sure you tell us where you're from and which company you're with. Kristen,
Yes.
tell them about you, because you have multiple homes and you wear multiple hats and you're a mama. Tell them all the things.
Yes. So I am a senior director with Pampered Chef. Been with Pampered Chef for 20 plus years now. I know, super impossible when I'm just barely 20, right?
I know, you must have been like 8 years
29.
old.
But on a serious note, I do have 3 kids, 25, 21, and 18. And my youngest is a senior, and so this semester is his last semester. So I'm doing all the feels. That's the hat I'm wearing mostly this right now, is all the feels of last baby, last year, last all the things.
Crazy.
And he's my boy. So extra spoiled, right? And so I am so grateful for social media and repeat customers, because that is what helps this mama be able to love on her baby even more. And yes, I have 2 homes. The reason I have 2 homes is because my 2 oldest moved to Florida 3 years ago, and one is in college full time and one works at Legoland full time. So I primarily live in Indiana right now, but my dream is always to live full time in Florida. So after Carter graduates, I will be shifting down to Florida full time, selling the Indiana home and being in Florida full time. However, RVing is in the future for the husband and I. So yeah, lots of hats, lots of things, but that's why I like social media so much. So I think hopefully some of the tips that I get to share here today with each of you, you'll be able to put into your play for your business and whatever hats you have to wear for your everyday needs. So
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. Did you get a chance to share the video anywhere you'd like to share it, love?
Yes, I did. I shared. Yep, I shared at the
Awesome.
beginning. I started to share and things. So, yep.
Fabulous. You're wonderful. Okay. So Kristen and I, I love to work with people who inspire me, who have had amazing just experiences in business. And I know I have a lot of good ideas, but I know a lot of other people have good ideas. And so she was willing to come on and share some awesome stuff she's been doing and what works for her. We're also going to be sharing about a really fun class that we're offering for the first time today. We're so excited about this. It's about a topic we're both extremely passionate about. And honestly, no matter what you do, like you don't even need to sell something to love what we're going to be offering. It's for anyone who just simply just wants to feel a little bit better about things that they're doing in their life. It's going to be so good.
Yes.
So we're going to be talking a lot about repeat sales today. Okay. So there's a couple things that we need to know for you. First of all, be sure and tell us where you're from and which company you're with. Tell us how long you've been with your company. Okay. Or just on business. You could have switched companies in the last year, but been with another one for 8 years. So how long have you just been doing sales and business, period? Okay. So how long you've been doing sales? And then to get our freebies today, make sure you comment exclamation mark queen. Okay. Make sure you comment exclamation mark queen to get our goodies. Oh, I think it says you can also do hashtag. It doesn't matter too much. Let me kind of fix this here. So do exclamation mark queen, you guys. We have some awesome goodies for you. Okay, then we need your help, and we love to give away stuff.
Yes.
So here's the thing. I can either give Facebook my dollars and do Facebook ads, or I can give you guys stuff for sharing. Okay. So take a quick minute, share this out, hit the share button, and put it on your profile. Hit that at sign, type in followers. It will highlight. You click on that so that your people will come and join us, and tell them, come get some awesome free tips. Okay. So we're going to, when our numbers hit 50, we're gonna give away. So here's the thing: we're gonna give away 2 share gifts. Okay, we have some awesome workbooks. We're gonna give you our workbook today. It gives you a ton of tips on how to add the right wording that gets better comments. Okay, it's one of my favorite workbooks we have. We're gonna give away 2 of those. But when we hit 50 viewers, so here's the thing: you can tag people below and tell them to come hang out with us. You can share this into groups with your company and other just people who are in your cells with. Um, there's all kinds of things you can help us do to get us up to 50 viewers. Okay. So when we do that, we're going to give away a 6-pack of workbooks. We've got incredible workbooks, anything from how to sell more with Valentine's coming up, spring, Easter. We have affirmations. We have ones all around food. We have fashion, we have skin, nails, hair, and spa. I mean, we have all kinds of stuff. Okay. And these books are worth about $100 or $97 each. So Mary Kay Sharon for 11 years. That's amazing. So make sure you comment exclamation mark revolution. Porter will put your name into the drawing. He can also look and double check that you did share that out, and you need to share it public. Okay.
Ooh,
Um,
Cassandra, love that.
oh, Cassandra, tell us one of your best posts that worked. I
Yes,
stress when
yes.
not posting, but your tips help. Oh, that makes me so
Love
happy to hear.
it.
Vivian's been a paparazzi for 4 years. Awesome. Stanley Home Products. Oh, cool. Now perfectly posh. Love it, Leah. That's fantastic. And
So
make sure no
fun.
spaces between the exclamation mark and the revolution. Okay. 29 years with
Wow,
Pampered Chef. Do
girl.
you feel, Kristen?
Amazing.
That's
Yes.
so cool. I love it. Hi, Jenny. Hey,
Love.
Teresa. Hey,
Yep.
Sandra. You guys, thank you so much for spreading the love. Oh my gosh, you guys rock. You guys are just sharing. You're awesome. And you can share it more than once. Remember, we're trying to get up to 50 viewers. Okay. Love it, love it, love it. You love
Awesome.
the workbook you have, Teresa? Awesome. And you guys, we have 15 of them. So we've got so much content for you.
Workbooks are awesome. And when she says workbook, guys, that doesn't mean you have to do the work. Like, she's already done the work. Like, I know that word workbook sometimes can be a little intimidating, but no, like,
Maybe we
she
need to
does the
rename
workbook.
it.
It's not for you to fill out, it's not for you to do, but it's for you to use. And so when she talks about these workbooks, and we're going to talk about them a little bit later as well, I'm sure. She has all the goodies done for you: what to post, where to post, how to post, all the questions you need specifically for your business and style of business, or what your business may pertain to, and others that don't. Seasonal things that have to do with holidays, things that has to do with events. Like, these workbooks are on point. And let me tell you, I know I'm overtaking this just a little bit, but I don't
Go
think she
for it.
minds. Listen, do what I didn't do, okay? You do not have to listen to my language this morning. You do not have to
That's a double
print
negative.
it. Now, if you're like me and you like a beautiful print and you need to have it 3-hole punch and put in a binder or whatever, absolutely do that. But here's the other beautiful thing that she's done with these workbooks. They're PDF. So you can just pop it up on your computer, and the things that she says to post, when to post, you just copy it and post it. Or you
Yep.
copy it and you schedule it to post. Like, what the what? She has
So
done
easy.
all the hard work for you. So yes, great ideas in it, right? Absolutely, Teresa. So thank you for those of you who've used the workbooks. Continue to share what you like about the workbooks. And again, not just your Facebook page, not just certain areas. Like, she does a whole broad, and she even does it for emails and how to do this and how to do that. So like, each workbook has different things. And so yes,
Reels.
I can't wait till somebody wins that today. I'm so excited. And there's going to be ways for you to get your hands on them too. So stay tuned, because you're going to be like, I need
Segment.
that in my life today, right? So
Yep.
yes, okay, I hijacked the beginning of this. Let's go.
Love it. I love it. I love you, girl. Joyce, you're so sweet. I am so glad you're enjoying them. Yeah, and the work when they're workbooks, it's more like a choice book is really what it is. It's just like tons
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
only workbook part of it is like you like filling in the calendar and choosing when you're going to put stuff
yeah,
in there. One of the things I love about it is there's hundreds and hundreds of ideas. And so it's not like everybody's posting the same thing.
correct.
Y'all can post different things and be unique. So it's so fun. I know scheduling post is so smart, right? You're going to love it, Gina. Remind us what industry you're in, and we'll tell you what books I think you would need first. Okay. All right. So again, keep sharing this out. Comment exclamation mark queen to get our goodies, and then share
We're
this out.
almost
Comment
there.
exclamation mark revolution. Okay. So let me tell you the good news. Okay, you guys, this is one of my favorite topics in the whole world. Okay, so you guys are 2/3 into the month. Okay, you've got one solid week left in January to hit some goals. Okay, I know pre-scheduling is the best, isn't it? Good morning, Sherry. How are you?
I think Cassandra
Um,
hit the nail on the head. She says, I bet her brain never sleeps. She has
ah,
so many ideas. I think you're about right, because I can message her here on the East Coast, and it's like after midnight here and she's still awake. And then I can message her at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning and it's 5 a.m. her time. And Michelle's awake and she's responding. And I'm like, did you sleep? Like, me, I gotta
sometimes
have like 7, 8 hours solid sleep. I think she might sleep 2, 3.
about 5. Yeah, I'm not a big sleeper. I joke. This is one of the things I joke about is that okay, you guys, this is like a total sidebar here. But when I started my businesses, well, especially this one right now, money was tight, life was crazy, and we'd had our fourth child. Anyway, it's just life, right? Stuff was going on. And I decided my first goal was to sleep well. Now, not sleep a lot. That's not what I said. But when I slept, I wasn't, waking up. You know how you wake up in the
Yeah.
middle of the night worried about different things? I didn't want to wake up in the middle of the night worried about money. So that was like one of my biggest whys was to sleep hard. I
Love it.
honestly don't care if I get a lot of sleep. I just don't want to wake up worried. So
Yeah. I
anyway,
love
so
that.
that's what I do. That's what works for me. Anyway, so y'all do what works for you. But yeah, that was one of my first
I
biggest
love
whys was
that.
to
That's
sleep
one of the
better.
things that I like to share is what I call a brain dump. Right before you go to bed, write all the things that you're thinking of real fast on a piece of paper and just get it
Yeah,
off, get it off, get it off, and then go to bed. And that's it. Go to bed. Then when you wake
turn
up
it
in the
over.
morning, everything's on the paper ready for you to go. You didn't have to think about it, dream about it,
Yeah,
worry about it. And that is good sleep. So I love it.
yeah.
I love it, love it, love it.
Amen. I love it. Okay. So our topic today is repeat sales. Okay. So again, tell us which company you're with, where you're from, and how long you have been with your business. Okay. So here's the thing that's so important to understand. So I'm going to tell you, like this stems back to years ago that I started doing this. Okay. So there was a gal I was working with. She was with Unique, and I was watching her do lives and connect with people and show new products. And I had like this weird moment when I was like, I wonder how much of her sales comes from people buying multiple times, um, repeat sales versus how much it comes from getting new customers. And like I'm pondering on this. Like for some reason, this is just like, and so I started just doing some research. This is before ChatGPT even existed. And I'm doing some research and I found this amazing article and it explained, you guys, this is going to blow your mind and you're going to be like, oh, you're going to have like some major aha moments today. Okay. So, first of all, if you were sitting in a room and you had 10 people who had never bought from you before, and you had 10 people who had bought from you, here's the thing, at least 6 of the people who had bought from you before out of the 10 would quickly buy again that new product. Whereas people who'd never bought from you before, it takes 6 times as much talking, 6 times as much time. 1 out of 10 are going to buy. It's harder to get the new sale. Now, we still have to focus on that. That's a different webinar. I have all kinds of really cool ways to find new customers, okay? And it's definitely something that you want to do. But I feel like so often when I talk about increasing their sales, so too many times you guys instantly go into this, I need to go find new people to sell to. Okay, let's think about this for just a second, okay? Which of your products do you sell multiple times? Okay. Which of your products will people buy over and over again? What do you have that's consumable? What do you have that it's like, well, I need it in different colors? What do you have? You have no idea how many scrapers I own from Pampered Chef because I hate it when there's 3 in the dishwasher. And you guys, I have multiple of my
Yeah.
favorite things. I finally got rid of everything there was one of and I never use, and now there's like 5 of my 5 favorite things in my spinner instead of 20 different things. And I only
Yeah.
use 3 of them. And I'm mad when one, wasn't available because it's in the dishwasher, right? So like I changed my whole like kitchen strategy. I'm like, no, I have 3 of my favorite thing. Donald, I'm so glad to see you, my friend. How are you? Donald's an amazing Pampered Chef consultant. He has all kinds of side gigs. I love watching his stuff. So here's the thing, the repeat purchaser it's amazing, you guys. It's mind blowing how quickly that person will buy from you. And I am telling you, here's the thing you must understand is that people have so much disposable income each month. Okay. And so even if you said, well, they just bought from me last month, 90% of the time they have a wish list this long and they can afford this much this month, but they
Yeah.
could afford something else next month.
Yep.
It doesn't take, I know those scrapers are the best, are they not, Cassandra? It does not take an entire 6 months before they'll buy from you again necessarily. Sometimes, like Pampered Chef, just in general, they come out with new catalogs every 6 months, besides a few new things here and there. I buy from Pampered Chef usually about twice per catalog. So it's about every 3 to 6 months. And, and then we're going to talk about like more of the thing with like paparazzi style kind of things so much. Oh dude, oh my gosh, It sounds like it's time for a trip instead of clearing snow, Donald. Okay, so y'all see what I'm saying? Okay, so you got to understand your customers who know and love you, they will buy from you again easily because one, they trust you, they trust the company, and they trust the product. Okay, you made that happen. Do you understand that? You made that happen because you take care of them. All right. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to tell you, and Kristen, I want you to think some examples of this. Okay, the next thing that's so exciting. Okay, how many of you have ever like had a potential customer you've met and they buy from the first time and they buy like one or two pairs of earrings, or they buy a scraper and the can opener, or they buy like it's like this like $20 to $40 purchase, and you're like, they seem so excited, and you're kind of helping more like for $100 purchase, and you're kind of like, you think maybe they're not that interested. That's not what it is. They are testing you out, they're testing the product out, they're
Yep.
testing the company out. Okay, this is very, very, very important to understand, because this is what happens the second time they purchase. And I want you to think about this for a second. The second time they purchase, they buy 25% more.
Yeah.
Okay. The third time they purchase, they buy 40% more. And the fourth time they purchase, they're buying 50% more, and they're telling their friends and family about you. Okay. So, Kristen, share with us some examples on that. And and I'm going to talk about paparazzi here for a
Yeah.
second.
So one of the great things is when you do your customer follow up, and you're like saying, hey, how do you like that pair of earrings and maybe that necklace or whatever they purchase? I can see Amber say, they buy one book at a time, or they
Yeah.
buy, that scraper and can opener, and you're checking in with them and you're like, hey, how's it going? Did you get it out of the package? Have you worn it? Have you used it? And they're
Right.
telling you about it. And then you can say something like, hey, was there anything else that you had your eyes on that I can help you if there's a discount or something in the future? And then you're connecting with them. But even
Tell
at
us a
that,
real story, though. When have you seen this work when you followed up with
so what
somebody?
I'm saying is like, then you can come back and say, hey, there's a product that you had on your wish list, and then they purchase it, right? Because you've now customer serviced them a little bit. However, when they purchase from you and you consistently keep in front of them on social media, and they have that wish list and you have no idea what's on that wish list, and they've used that product and you followed up with them and you're out there on social media and they've used that can opener, or they've worn that earrings, or they've worn that jewelry, and they see you posting on social media, then they're going to be like, you know what? Maybe I should buy that other set of earrings and necklace. Maybe I can get those two other books that I had my eyes on. Maybe I should go ahead and get that set of bowls that I needed, right? And so, what you need to do is one, always make sure you do a little bit of customer care, right? Just follow up just a little bit. But two, don't forget to keep posting on social media. Once the sale is done, it's not over. You want to still stay relevant in front of your customers. And that is
Yeah.
what's going to keep them coming back, right?
So
That's what's going to keep them.
yeah, well, let's get into how to do it in just one second. What I want you to tell them about is when you have followed up and you had somebody buy something that you didn't think they were necessarily going to buy. And it was like more like, do you have some experiences like that?
Um, uh, I have, even when the sale's not even complete, I've even had sales like that. And so, again, when the sale's not even complete, the customer buys something and they might spend a little bit. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I just want to make sure, did you get everything before I finalize your order? I don't want you to miss out on anything. Sometimes they're on that teeter-totter list, right? And they're like, I'm not sure. But when you give them permission and you check in with them, then they come back. So I've even had customers who I'm like, you know what? You had this and this. If you get this item, then you're going to have a complete set. Oh, yes, I need that. And they might spend another $32. They might have only spent $30 to begin with, but that third item completed the set. So if you sell an earring and a
Yeah.
necklace, why not be like, hey, don't forget the bracelet. Would you like to add the bracelet for the complete set? Right. Or if they get a book and you have another book that goes with it or something that, goes along with it, don't forget to ask. Right.
Yeah.
And then, you can say, hey, you know what? Some of my best customers, even though they get the scraper and the can opener, they really enjoy that cup slicer. And I know you had your eye on that cup slicer, and all of a sudden they might buy that cup slicer too. So there's a couple of ways that you can actually go in and do that. Now, I've even had customers who've purchased a couple of scrapers from me, and then their very next order was like the cool and serve tray, right? So they went from
Yeah.
$20 on an order to then a $50 order to then
Exactly.
spending on pots and pans, right? So
Hmm.
they've really worked themselves up because they're just dabbling, right? And sometimes it's all about the budget too, right?
Yeah,
Michelle
for
talked
sure.
about that. Like today, they might only be able to spend a little bit, but in 2 weeks, they might have gotten that bigger paycheck, or they might have gotten a tax return, or they might have gotten, a
Yeah.
bonus. And come on, husband's bonus. No. And so, so then they might be able to spend a little bit more, or they've watched
Right.
their friends talk about items that they need too. So make sure that you do a
Excuse
little
me.
bit of customer care before the sale closes, just to
Yep.
see if there's anything else. Plus, that just helps them when you follow up again to then help them order in the future as well.
Right.
So, yeah.
So that's an upselling technique. Upselling is amazing. There's so many ways that you can upsell and give suggestions. And the biggest thing, I know most people are nervous about upsells because they don't know what, honestly, if you think about it, it's because you don't know what to say when they say no. And if you just have the phrase, I understand, right
Yes.
here in the back of your mouth, ready to fly
Yep.
out when anyone says no, I understand, then they know they can tell you no and it won't get awkward. They
Right.
don't want it to get awkward and you don't want it to get awkward. So have that phrase ready. I understand. It works great. Okay.
Right.
So I want you guys to think about this for a second. So what's a typical first purchase with your company? So Amber's talking about one book. Norwex is like that one cloth, sometimes the paste with it. But they always want the mop, right? The big thing is getting to the mop. And then Pampered Chef, you got the scrapers, you got the can openers. We're always working towards getting towards the air fryer or
Yes.
the
Yes.
what's your mixer called?
Uh, the uh,
The one that goes hot and cold and
you want like our actual mixer, stand mixer?
yeah, is that what it's called? I can't
Okay,
remember
yeah.
the name of it. Yeah,
The reason,
right. And then if you're paparazzi, it's they bought a necklace, they bought an earring, right? And then the next time they buy 5 pieces. So I want to ask how many of you have
yes,
seen this happen?
yes,
Okay. They buy that initial $20 to $40 purchase. And then the next time, sometimes it's more like 50 or 60. And then all of a sudden
yes,
it breaks loose and they buy 100, like paparazzi. The big thing is going from 2 pieces to 10 pieces, right? Going to 20 pieces and you got the person who buys $100 worth of jewelry, right? Or you go from that $20 to $40 Pampered Chef or Norwex or I always is it paper
Scentsy, we got
pie?
some
Am I saying that in the
Scentsies
right?
in here. Yep,
Yes.
Tastefully
And
Simple.
same thing with Unique, right? You buy a lipstick, you buy some eyeshadow, and then they buy the foundation and the primer, and then start going towards the skincare. Okay. You got to understand this is so, so, so important. Okay. People buy a few things to test.
Yep,
Then, when they trust you and trust the company, all of a sudden they start buying the 100 and 200
yep,
and $300 items because they trust you. Plus, now they mentally know what to prepare for. They can kind of save up for it, or they can figure out how they are going to. Or, you
yep,
guys, did you know, like, you're within 7 days of that tax season just like booming? Okay. This is when people have some very It's a different type of disposable income. It's an amazing time to get back in front of your past
Yeah.
customers. Okay. All these things. So you see those stories, right? So I want you to comment, relate if you've had that happen when you've had, that person buy that initial product and then you see the people buying more or buy the higher priced items. Okay.
Yeah.
Comment, relate.
Just like Pam said, I've seen this happen and they go from buying in a party to just buying because they want something and choose to shop with me. Again, being there and being in front of them and they trust you and they've learned from you and they want to buy from you again, which is awesome. Yes. So good to see. Yep, that's what we're talking about, those repeat customers. So whether they are
Yeah.
repeat for those who are doing party-based businesses, or whether you are just a regular business out there, just having them come back and love wanting to try out another set of products or another item or add to what they've already gotten. And don't forget to complete sets too. I think a lot of times that we forget in a lot of our companies and a lot of our businesses that even though somebody might buy a shirt, okay, they
Mhm.
bought a shirt. Maybe next time they'll buy another shirt. No, go ahead and get them the matching pants or get them the scarf that goes with it or
Yeah.
get them the jacket. Like, don't forget to complete a set. And then, when you give a suggestion for that repeat customer, explain to them why they might want the completed set. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So, yeah.
Yes. Awesome. I love that. Okay. So here's the thing. I tell you these numbers to start out this webinar because I want you to get excited and hopeful and have a reason to do the work we're going to explain to you. Okay. Because there is a little bit of work to get in front of them. But when there's hope that it's like, ooh, this is going to
Yeah.
benefit me, then the work is it's like, yeah, it's worth it. Okay. So you're going to love it. Okay. So if you're excited about the ideas you've heard so far, hit the heart button, share some love, shower us with some love, okay? And then if you haven't yet, welcome. If you've just joined us, make sure you comment, just follow the instructions right down here, exclamation mark queen for getting our freebies and our goodies today. And then share this out, comment exclamation mark revolution, you guys. We're 10 away from that 50. Let's get to that 50 and give away a 6-pack of books. We're going to give away to 2 shares are one of our favorite workbooks about how to create wording that gets people to comment. But yeah, let's have some fun. Okay. All right. So we are going to talk about how to get back in front of your past customers. And if you haven't yet, please tell us how long you've been with your company. That is so fun to get to know you in that way. Okay, so we're going to first start with some Facebook tips, and then we're going to talk about some things you can do outside of Facebook to stay in front of your customers. Okay, and I think you're going to absolutely love this. So, well, I don't know where Chris. Oh, there we
There
go.
you are.
Popped on and off. Let's put your name back up there. Whoops, let's see here. There we go. Okay, so you guys, this is so much fun. You're going to love this. Okay. So, getting back in front of people on Facebook, I got to tell you a secret that most people like. You probably, when I say this, some of you will be like, yeah, I've seen that happen. But sometimes, oh, unique 7.5 years. I love that, Patty. But some people, it's almost like they didn't like consciously or aren't consciously aware of this. Okay. So I'm going to talk about messaging for just a hot second. Now, some of you, when I say messaging, you want to be like, no, talk to the hand, Michelle. Don't want to hear this topic. Okay. But I promise you, it's not scary. I'm not salesy. I'm not cold messaging. Okay. So just hang in there with me because it's going to be great. Okay. Here's the thing with Facebook, anyone you send a message to, immediately when they go to their news feed, they will start seeing that person's post. Okay, if you've ever noticed this, like an old friend from high school messages you, or someone that I don't know, you're just barely acquaintance with, PTA or something like that. And they send you a message, and then you go to your news feed, and all of a sudden, boom, you start seeing whatever they posted last. Okay. That's not a timing thing. That's Facebook goes, oh, Kristen's messaged you, Michelle. you must want to see Kristen's post. Okay. It's how Facebook prioritizes what posts show up in your news feed. Okay. This is amazing, you guys. This is mind blowing how easy, how well this works. All right. So if Dawn and I are messaging on Facebook and then I go live, guess what? Dawn's going to immediately start seeing my lives. Okay. If Gina and I are messaging and she posts about her kids or the new books that have just came out, or she's talking about the trip she went on with her company, I'm going to immediately start seeing her post. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't know about you, but I like to know, I used to call it control, but that's not actually what it is. I like to know the effort I put in produces results.
How
I don't
about
want to waste.
influence? You can influence how it's going to be seen.
Yeah, yeah, that's another way. But I always want to know that it's gonna, like, something good's gonna come from it.
Well,
You know
that's
what I
it.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, influence it. Results come from it. Okay. So here's the thing: when you learn that you have a lot more influence, you can get real results, and there's some simple things you can do. It's like so exciting. We're teaching you things. It's not throwing pasta against a wall hoping something sticks. This is concrete things that is really going to build. Okay. So when you send out messages, but you don't have to send out anything about product. All you have to do is send messages that show you care. Okay. We're
Yeah.
going into the Valentine's season. We can start sending, girl, I've been thinking about you. The month of love is around the corner. You've been on my heart. Happy Valentine's Day. What, who you spending time with this month for that, fun holiday, right? It can be Happy New Year. What did you do for the new year? I would love it if you knew something specific about it. Hey, Janice, I've been thinking about you. How's your family doing? But not how are you? How are
Right.
you? How's it going? Those questions don't work. It needs to be a specific question. Okay, this is super important. And we're not going to talk about business. Okay, it's all about, no, I'm not saying not to follow up with your people who have bought stuff. That's a different topic. This is just, we haven't talked to them for 3 6 months, a year. We're just reconnecting, seeing how they're doing, how their move went, their new job went, anything you know about them. We're going to check in on that last big thing you knew about them. Okay. um so, Brenda, you want to make sure you share that live over to your personal profile. Okay. And I swear to you, I don't exactly know why. When you're messaging people on your personal profile, you go live, you want to share it from your business page over to your personal profile. But here's the thing, Brenda, you can go to your business page, your inbox on your business page, if that's where you do most of your business. You can send messages from your business page inbox. How are the kids? How's the move? Or any of those things. Okay. So you can message from your business page or your personal profile. All right, love. So either one of those, thank you. It is so smart and instantly works. Okay. Kristen, tell them some times that you've used this and some wording that works for you.
Yeah. So I have a couple of examples. Couple, as I
Awesome.
put up three, right? Couple. Um, One, I do want to repeat this, and I share this often with my own team and other coworkers. How many times do you message like minded or people in your own business? And that is who you see on your feed, right? Okay, so we have to do business with people in our business, right? But the reality is, the more you talk to them in the messenger, you're going to see them in the news feed. So make it a point during the day to talk to more people who are not in your business so that you're seeing more of their content and they're seeing your content than doing that with your business. So, for example, if I'm talking to 20 of my team members during the day on social media, I want to talk to 30 people who are not business. And the reason, and now listen, you can do 5, you can do 10. I'm just giving an example. I do have a large team. So, my point is, you want to not just associate with business people all day on social media, because that's who's going to see your content. That's who's going to see your posts. That's who you're going to see. So the whole point to this today was to get in front of your people, your friends, your customer, your community, right? So make sure that you are definitely talking, whether you're sending a private message, whether you're chatting on social platforms with them, hearting, liking, commenting, which I think we'll talk about a little bit as well, with people who are not business oriented. And the other thing, oh, I'm going to say this, right? You don't have to be friends with every single person in your business. If I was friends and maxed out all the people in my business, I wouldn't have room for my customers. And then I would only see business people, Pampered Chef people, and they would only see my stuff, right? So I need to have customers and people who are not Pampered Chef related. So make sure that you are focused on chatting with people who are not always in the business. All right. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, I like to start with my customers at my friends list, my profile, right? And I like to go to my friends list and go to the bottom and look at it. Now, sometimes you can do them alphabetically. Sometimes it shows you who you've had the least contact with lately. And I like to start at the bottom and work my way up from the bottom and just have conversations with them first. Have conversations with them first in a side message, just like Michelle said, where I'm like, hey, oh my goodness, it looks like it's been a while. I need to catch up with you. When's the last time we talked? It shows that I haven't talked to you since 2022. Oh my goodness, I feel so bad. Facebook can be unbelievable, right? And so, because it's true. Like I just didn't see anything because it got buried, right? So you can have some fun with it and you can reference back, hey, we just haven't chatted, or hey, I haven't really seen your posts lately. Is everything okay? And that's true, right? Because you haven't seen their posts. They haven't seen your post lately. So you can have conversations like that. So work through your friends list maybe backwards, And so, because when you go to your friends list, sometimes all those people that you talk to first are going to be right on top. And they're probably going to be your business people. They're going to be the people who are in the company or in the like-minded business that you're doing or whatever. So you're going to have to scroll through a lot, right?
Yeah,
So that
go down.
yeah, so that's tip number 2. And tip number 3, now we're talking about people that we haven't seen, but I am going to share this one. What I suggest is going through and messaging, because we're talking about repeat customers too, going through and messaging, whether you message a messenger or you text or you email, but try to do it messenger or try to do it on Facebook. Message every customer who purchased from you in 2024. Now take a breath. Some of you, that's going to be a lot of people. Some of you, you're like, I just got started. And that's okay, because the next year you're going to have more. The next year you're going to have more. And then what I do is I make a graphic that says, hey, thanks so much for being a customer of mine in 2024. I really appreciate all that you do for me and our company. Have you still been using your Pampered Chef products? That's all I ask. I don't ask what's still on their wish list. I don't ask what they're still looking for. Are they still using it? So if you are they still wearing the jewelry? Are they still using their book? Are they still wearing the clothing? If they're eating a consumable, if you have a consumable or something, are you still using the vitamins? Are you still eating, are you still using the concealer? Are you still, like, you can still ask that, because then they might go, you know what? I need some more concealer. I need some more lipstick. I totally remembered that. And I got so busy that, thank you, because next time I go to put that lipstick on, I'm going to have it. Right. So sometimes they just need that reminder. And so I am that way. I bought Unique mascara for years and years. And the first time that I didn't have it when I needed to go, I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And then I forgot about it again. And a couple days go by and I went to put it on again. And I was like, okay, that does it. I have to pick up my phone and I have to order it. Like, I have to call the consultant right now and do it. So my point is that sometimes you forget. You mean to, and you forget. So send a message to those customers and thank them. And that will open the door for possible repeat things too. So
I love that.
and it moves your algorithms. So
okay, I'm gonna we need to answer. I want to answer Rhonda's question and Patty's question, but
Sure.
I have to piggyback on what you just said. Okay.
Sure.
So here's the thing. I want you to hear that we are teaching you this in like layers. Layers is a better word than levels. Okay. The one that Kristen just gave you about, hey, thank you for being a customer. That is when your heart has got brave enough after you started sending just friendly messages and you realize they don't throw, I call them virtual tomatoes at you. They do reply, they're nice, all the kind of things. Okay. Those kind of things, right? You're going to send them a message, right? But when you are like, okay, that went well, and you're like, okay, I can get a little braver, then you start sending the thank yous for shopping with me in 2024. Okay. Here's the really cool thing. After you get talking about the mascara or the, Pampered Chef product or earrings or whatnot, you can say, hey, we have had some new things come out, but here's the trick. I want everybody to comment this word. I cannot emphasize this enough because I know the last thing you want is to look pushy or salesy. You will not look pushy or salesy, okay? I want you to comment the word permission. This is a game changer, you guys. You say, hey, there have been some new so after you find out they're using the product, it's going well, blah, blah, blah. They have run out, haven't run out. Okay. Some brand new products have come out. May I share with you the link? Or would you, on a scale of 1 to 5, how interested would you be in getting the link to see what's new? Okay. Ask permission. You will not come off like a jerk. If you do not
Yes.
ask permission and you shove it on them, you will come off like a jerk. Okay. And that's what you don't want. All right. This is a game changer, you guys.
Yes.
Comment permission. Okay. So before I lose these questions, okay. Patty, I'm going to tell you this real quick and I'm going to kind of skip to a topic we're going to move to, but then I'm going to come back to it. Okay. So group chats. Here's the thing about group chats. When I have a group chat, I encourage everybody to never reply into it because it dings and dings and dings. It pisses people off. So the concept we're talking about right now, no, that does not count for what we're talking about. It needs to be one-on-one messages. Okay. But with this being said, I do highly encourage you to have a group message. So when you do have a special or a new color or new products or whatnot released, you can put it in the group message and quickly sell to a lot of people at once. And those people have agreed, I do want to know when you have a special. Okay. But the group chat does not work to change the algorithm and get you in front of people where you will see their posts and they'll see yours.
Right.
Those don't it doesn't work that way. So good question. Thank you for asking that and giving me the opportunity to clarify that. Okay. Rhonda girl, this is easy peasy. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, of course. Okay. Rhonda Love, you were with another company. You had success. You had past customers. Now you're with a new one. We just want those same people to buy again.
Yep.
You're doing the same thing. Just pretend like you didn't switch companies. It's no big deal. They spent money with you before. Some of them are going to spend money with you again. That's all it is. Just start messaging them the same way you would as if it was the same product. It's no big deal because we're not talking about products in there.
Yep.
We just want them to see your post that say have changed and there's new products. And here's one of the things. We love we have these brand new products. If you had something that was a sample, hey, if you'd like a sample of the new thing I'm doing, drop your name below. Or, hey, if you'd like to know more about this product, please drop your name below. There's a lot of ways to get people to raise their hand and say, I'm interested. You don't want to ask, do you want to buy it? Okay.
Right.
Nobody's going to admit to that. But people will say, I'm interested in what you're doing. So yeah, I say this with great love because I overthink things all the time. But my love, you're overthinking it. Those people that bought from you before, just go do the same thing and it's time to sell something different to them. No big deal. You totally got this, girl. Okay. Yes. And we're going to talk about goals in just a second. Oh my gosh, it was something so excited to share with you. So yes, absolutely, Donald. I love that. Okay. So that permission piece, okay? Big thing. All right. So the messaging, there's so many different ways to use it. Oh, okay, we're going to be talking about consistency because I know one of the biggest things is that you're not doing this on a consistent basis. I have to work at it too. Kristen gets bit, like we all have stuff. Kristen had like more people return to heaven in her life in the shortest amount of time recently. Like we all have these periods of time that we get knocked off our, off our routine. Okay. We understand it and we have some ways we want to help you with that. So just know when I say I know you're not doing it consistently, I say that with a lot of compassion, but I really want to help you like move forward. Okay. You're so welcome, Rhonda. Girl, we believe in you. You got this. Okay.
And
You totally got
start small. What I try to teach my team and friends in social media world is set a timer. Set a timer for
Mhm.
15 minutes. Set a timer for 15 minutes. Listen, we can all how many of you can get on your social media and you look at one reel or one story and all of a sudden 15 minutes goes by, right?
More like
So
an
set your
hour, but
timer
yeah.
for 15 minutes, right? And go through and make some messages for 15 minutes or just chat it up for a couple of minutes, right? Or decide that you're not going to get out of bed until you've sent 15 messages, right? Think of the word, think of 15. 15 makes a big impact. 15 minutes, 15
Mhm.
messages, right? 15 or
Yep.
15. Like keep it super small. And if you do that a few times a week, and I like to say like 5 times a week, right? We can't all
Yeah.
do it 7 days. No need to do it 7 days. 5 times a week, you're going to create some habits. You're going to create that
Major momentum.
consistency. You're going to see your business change and your algorithms change and your social media presence change because you're consistent. So set a timer for 15 minutes, right? And at the end of doing it 5 times, go get yourself a hot fudge sundae or,
Yeah.
go drink a beverage of your choice, right? Celebrate.
Get
And
yourself,
then the
yeah.
next week, do it 5 times again. So, or 15 messages. Just create that habit. Start small. We're not talking about 100 messages a day, right? We're just talking about a few minutes or a few messages every day. So just
So
pick
add it
one
back.
and do one or the other. And I think that you're going to make an amazing things. The other thing is if you're a parent or a grandparent, you know what toilet technique is, right? How many of you have hidden in the bathroom to knock out messages, whether it's to a host or a customer or to fill an order or to just get a few minutes by yourself, right? And you
Amen.
spend a few minutes extra in the bathroom. Okay, use toilet technique. Sit on the toilet,
Right.
knock out a couple of extra messages, or stand in the bathroom and knock out a couple of extra messages.
I
You
love
know
it.
what I mean? Use some toilet technique and knock it out. Seriously, you guys, this will change your presence on social media and bring those customers and repeat customers around.
I think we should redefine tea time to be toilet time. Tea time. To be,
Yes.
are we coming tea time? I think we all need to redefine what tea time really is.
I want to know. Raise your hand. No, you don't have to, but it'd be fun just to see how many of you have used toilet technique to get some business done, right? I think we all have. I really think we have almost all spent a few extra minutes sneaking in the bathroom and shutting the door. Especially when you have the toddler that's putting their hand under the bathroom like, Mom, where are you? Like,
I know. No, I swear, but come on, we both have teenagers. We both know like they don't necessarily put their hand in the bathroom. They still I'll have a kid like wait outside the bathroom until I come out. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Then you open the door, they're standing right there, and you're like, what?
I had to ask you, where's the mayonnaise? I know.
Yeah.
I love it. I love them. Okay. All right. So let's talk about posting. So here's the really cool thing. When you've been messaging them, when you start posting, they're going to see your post. Okay. And you guys, if you don't follow Kristen, you totally should go follow her. She delightfully posts about her product unapologetically. Okay. Here's the thing y'all got to realize. When you're like, I'm worried I'm posting too much and I'm worried I'm going to annoy people and I'm worried blah, blah, blah. No, everybody talks about their career and you should be sharing really fun ideas and not just you should buy my product. Okay. And we're going to talk about lots of different ideas of what you can post on social media. But I'm telling you, people want to see cool recipes. People want to hear about great ways to help their kids love to read more. They love to hear about fun. Oh, I love makeup techniques. Oh my gosh, I love to see, how to make your lips look fuller. Everybody loves good ideas. So we want to help you with that. Okay. It might be a short video, it might be a live, it might be a before and after, it might be a step by step. Here's, how you do this. But there's so many different things. So Kristen, how do you decide how much to post? Like you're so good at a good mix of both post and stories. Tell us a little bit about how those decisions are made for you.
Yeah. So, trial and error, that helps. But you get to come here and you get to learn from some of us who've done that trial and error for you. So now you get to go out and do that too.
Amen.
So, first and foremost, you got to have something engaging, something that gets people moving, momentum, right? So we have the hashtag question queen right here, and those workbooks. We talk about those workbooks, but plus she shares all the goods with us on questions of what to use. So if you are like, I don't even know what question to ask, I don't even know how to get people engaged, like I don't know. Well, let me tell you, she can hook you up, right? She can give you all the things that you need. But really, on the serious note, is first thing in the morning, that magical hour when everybody's rolling out of bed, everybody's getting ready for work or school, maybe they're snowed in for the day, whatever it is, they need something to engage, something for fun. And it can be a really quick question, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like cilantro? Right? Or on a scale of 1 to 10, how many days a week do you wash your hair? Right?
Such a good one. Yep.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I used to be 10 every day, but I may be finally getting to wash my hair every couple of days. Finally, right? No. And so, maybe it's just how many days a week do you wash your hair? It doesn't have to be on a scale of 1 to 10. But my point is,
it's either that.
Things,
one
right?
of those two questions. Yeah.
And you want to keep them to really like a 1 or 2 word response because it's quick. People can respond really quick and they don't have to overthink, right? And so it can be like, we got Valentine's Day coming up. It doesn't matter what product you sell. Valentine's Day can basically fit into anything for the majority of people. And you can do something like, do you prefer dark chocolate, milk chocolate, or white chocolate?
Mint.
Okay, well, somebody can respond with one of those or 2, right? They can do it really fast. They can do that. And the point is that you're going to get lots of engagement first thing in the morning, and it's going to run all day. So even if I'm on the East Coast and I drop that at 7 a.m., then people in California and Oregon and Washington who are waking up 3 hours later, they're going to be commenting. And then those who are in Hawaii, and then my friends in Australia who have been asleep because they went to bed are waking up and they're going to be running it later, right?
Amen.
And so my point is, drop it first thing in the morning, your time, and it'll run. So that's the first post. The second post is really a business post of some sort. So a product, a knowledge, a recipe, something to do, or multiple recipes, something to do with your product, how to wear a certain fit 10 different ways, right? Or 8 different ways. It doesn't have to be 10 all the time, you guys. You can do 3 ways, you can do 5 ways, you can do 8 ways, make up a number. And if you have a graphic that shows different ways to use something, use that graphic too, because visual is very, very important. But here's the other part. I know that our friend Michelle here loves to teach us long-tailed keywords. And some of that's in some other trainings. So if you haven't seen it, we really talk about long-tailed keywords and other trainings too. Trainings just like this, trainings that are live. You can hear her talk about it. But add those long-tailed keywords. And when you do that, your posts are going to get to be seen more and more and more than just the day that you drop it. Because in reality, our posts tend to only get to be seen by 5 to 10% of the people. So just because you drop it and you have 1,000 people on your Facebook or in your business page doesn't mean 1,000 people are going to see it that day. Plus, the reality is people are busy. They have appointments, they have jobs, they have kids, they have life. They're not always on social media as much as we are. So don't forget to use the same post again a few days later or a week later or a couple days, whatever. Don't forget to repost, because just because you posted it once doesn't mean that everybody got to see it. So make sure you're repeating your products and your tips and your tricks and your things again and again. So that's 2 posts a day that I would say are the absolute non-negotiable for your social media, right? Non-negotiable. If you want to add in, I like to sometimes add in a third, or if it's a special day, like it's a national day, and you want to celebrate that national day, like a national pizza day or a national pie day or national lipstick day or national bubble bath day, then you can post more. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. I just would say don't overwhelm by doing tons and tons of posts every day, right? So occasionally, but not every day. Now, let's talk about stories. Stories are my love. You've probably heard
how many days a week do y'all post stories? Comment that while she gives you some awesome tips.
Let me know how many times a week you post a story. That's a good one. So I like to say facts tell, stories sell. We used to say that all the time, right? And that's because we can spew facts about our products all the time, but when we tell a story, it's more likable, it's more real, it's how you use it, right? The same thing on social media with stories. Facts sell, stories sell, or facts tell, stories sell, right? So in your stories, you should be doing a little bit of a combination of your life. Maybe a couple of pictures of what you did today, whether you are going to an appointment, whether you're getting your hair done, whether you want a cute little picture of your dog in her cute little robe out by the pool. That's my new puppy. Whether you want to show a new diner place, like yesterday, my friend Julie and I went to a really cool chocolate place and got chocolate covered strawberries, something like that. You want to do a couple of those, and you want to add in your business post. So if you have products that are on sale, products that you want to highlight because they're super important right now, maybe for Valentine's Day, you need certain colors, or maybe for award ceremonies or Super Bowl or whatever events are happening in your area, then highlight those items in the stories. Because what happens is, yes, were you going to say something?
The thing is, so many of you use your product in your everyday life.
Yes.
Whether you put on makeup, you put on jewelry, you cooked something, you took your vitamins. Like, you guys, you should have plenty of everyday stories. Now, here's the cool thing. When you get a whole year out, then you can start using your Valentine's pictures from last year. You use them today because people should be buying Valentine's, good grief, products now to get them by Valentine's, right? So you kind of want to create a folder of this, but you guys should have plenty of everyday posts where you're using, it can just be like you just took a selfie because you had a good makeup day. It can even have a day where you look your best, change your earrings out 6 times, take 6 selfies that you have for the next 6 days. You don't necessarily have to take pictures every day. If you have a night where you make an appetizer, a main course, and a dessert, take pictures of all those and have pictures for the next 3 days. So I don't want you to feel like you have to do it every single day, take pictures, but you should post every single day. Okay, go for it.
Right. And so when you do this, then you've created a visual opportunity for people to quickly go through, and they see you, oh, there's a product. Oh, you know what? I saw her talk about this in a post the other day. That's a story that reminded me. I was going to ask her a question. You know what? I've seen this pop up 3 times. Did you know it takes an average of 3 times visually seeing something before they even become curious? And then it really takes a 4th and a 5th time before they will actually buy the product. So you have to be out in front of them with that same product a couple of times, whether they're past customers or current customers or new customers. You need to be out there. So if you're showing it in your story and it's on your feed, and maybe you popped a reel, or maybe it's in your feed a couple of times throughout the month, all of a sudden they're like, okay, I need that. I want that. I need that color. I want that pair of earrings. I need that product, right? So, yes, what I recommend is you absolutely posting 3 to 5 to your stories a day. And this is how I do it. Hold on. Take a breath. Every single time I open Facebook or I open Instagram, I post my stories.
Interesting.
And so I am not allowed to look at anything on my Facebook feed or my Instagram feed until I've posted something to my stories. So it's kind of,
That would keep you from opening your phone when you shouldn't, because you're like, I don't have anything to post.
Right, because you're like, oh crud. So all of a sudden you're taking a picture of your dog real fast because you're like, I got to post something to my story, right? And so, or you're scrolling through your phone looking for a picture, right? So it teaches you a habit. It teaches you discipline, and it also just compounds it. And so, and it can be the same thing you put in your feed that day as you put in your story. It's okay. It can be the same. But my point is teaching you to use your stories, because there is a selection of customers who only want to look at stories. They don't want to look at the feed. They just want to look at the stories. How many times have you been sitting on the couch, laying in bed at a doctor's appointment, and you will look through somebody's stories, right?
Yeah.
Before you look at the feed. And so you want to make sure that you're posting to stories so that you are grabbing those customers. So make sure to do 3 to 5 times a day. That'll also teach you how many times you're opening up your phone and doing non-essential work and doing things. So I really highly recommend.
Yeah.
And stories, you can get creative. Listen, if you just want to post something, just post it in stories. Like just pop it up. If you want to get creative, you can add pictures, you can add stickers, you can add words, you can add links, you can add all the things. And that's something you can play with over time and do, but you don't have to do it right away. The point is, and you know what? Add questions and add games. Like if you have a graphic that says on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like cilantro? Post it in your story, because people will respond to it, and then they're talking to you in your messenger and you're having conversations there, and it's pulling them into your messenger or on your Facebook, and they're seeing your feed. So it's a win-win situation. So use your stories. So in stories, we don't post a link or anything, correct? I haven't done stories. So you actually can do some links in stories. Yep. And so you can absolutely link them to things that you want, whether it's to a recipe, a product, your direct business link, whatever. Whether you have a YouTube channel and you want them to watch your videos on there, like you can link them to different things. So
Facebook doesn't like YouTube though, but so here there's 2 strategies here, Rhonda. And I would play around with it to see what gets you better results. Okay. And you're going to have to track it some. So if you have a professional account or a business page, when you post a story, there is an option to add a link. Okay. But doing it the Question Queen way, where I tell you to do a call to comment, it's like for all the details, drop your name below. And I like to have an arrow that's moving and pointing towards a little section where it's going to say message. You can't see that when you're making the story. You just have to know it's there. You know what I mean? When you look at other people's. So you can try it both ways, right? And see what happens. I will tell you, Facebook doesn't love it when you direct people off of Facebook. So sometimes sending them the link in Messenger can be a better idea. But here's the thing, I don't know your customer base, and we don't have a crystal ball to know their psychology and know if they are better off getting the link and not talking to us, or they comment and then we send them the link and then we know at least we can follow up with them. So do you see what I'm saying? But the cool thing is, in stories, it will show you the list of people on your personal profile who've seen the story or hit the heart or like button, which they said that was going to be taken away a long time ago, and yet it's still there. So there's some pretty cool things with stories that you can see. with regards to insights that you can't see on any other kind of content. So it's pretty interesting. I would do all the places, Janice.
Yep.
All the places. Okay. The message just goes right to your messenger.
Yep.
Literally goes right to your messenger. Just you go to messenger and there they all are.
Yep.
It's not hiding anywhere. It literally goes right to messenger. It's
And I'm
pretty
telling
cool.
you, there really is a huge customer base and a huge group of people who do not want to look at feeds, that will only look at stories. And if you can get them to comment on your stories and you can have a conversation, that's going to bring you a great opportunity to connect with them, to turn them into a customer or a repeat customer or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's really a great place, because there really is a group of people who only look at stories because they don't want to look at feeds for whatever reasons.
Exactly.
So, yep.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So I want to share with you a few ideas. Okay. Here is something that is so interesting that I heard lately, you guys, and this is going to blow your mind. Okay. So there's a gentleman, he goes by Gary V. Some of you might know him, or Gary Vaynerchuk, and he's this brilliant marketing guy. Some of you, he's not your favorite person because he has very colorful language. So you can just come get the abbreviated version from me if you don't want to listen to him. That's fine. But one of the things he's talking about is, and this is 100% true, you guys, okay? All social media platforms, and honestly, it's like TikTok saw this, they started doing it and everybody started following them, okay? So what it is he says we should rename social media. Instead of social media, it should be called interest media. Interest. Okay, everybody comment the word interest. Interest media instead of social media. And this is why they're always looking to see, what did you spend the most time on? And you didn't have to hit the like button. You didn't have to comment. If you scroll down and simply watch a video, you don't have to click on it and hear it, because usually there's captioning. If you spend time looking at an image, at a video, anything you just simply engage with, they're going to try to show you more of that. Okay. Now, the cool thing about that is you can reverse that. You can be like, okay, because Facebook's going to watch people who are watching makeup tutorials, who care about their skin, who are like, menopause is hit and, my face is not what it used to be, right? It's watching those people. So if in your post, you're talking about fine lines and menopause and skincare, and this is just one example, right? It can be jewelry, it can be cooking, it can be family time, it can be all kinds of things, right? So our content needs to be more interest-based with the right wording in it, so Facebook can match you up with the right people, okay? And this is why, if you're not currently doing this and you happen to go live or post and you see the same people commenting, you see the same people getting on your live, it's just the same over and over again. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Comment same, right? I know this is like pure common sense. It's like, oh, it's like I said, there's all these things I tell you that you're like, I knew that. It was more in my subconscious than my, conscious brain. And so when we bring that to your conscious mind, that's when you can make a better and different decision. Okay. So we want to help you make those better and different decisions by giving you ways to create content that creates more interest. Okay. And so one of the things that we talked about were these long tail keywords. You want to have a list of 20 different types of people who would buy your product. You get stuck in your world. Like if you sell jewelry and you go to an office and you go on date nights and you go to church, and those are your 3 places you buy, you wear jewelry to, you think about those 3 different people. There are 20, probably 100 different types of people and reasons people buy jewelry, and you're narrowing it down because of what you say on your lives, what you post in your post. You've got to broaden that. Okay. Now, let me give you a couple other things, because you've got to move away from show and sale, is what I call it. Okay. show and sell, meaning like, here's this product. Isn't it great? Shouldn't you want it? Let me know if you do. Okay. To, hey, I have some awesome ideas for you. Okay. How many of you, what is your thing you watch because it gives you good ideas? It could be cooking. It could be fashion. It could be organizing. It could be parenting. I remember when my kids were little, what was that cute gal's name from England that taught you how to like do the good timeouts and
Nanny McPhee, or not me, Nanny McPhee.
yeah, right. Like, I love things that just give me good ideas. I love to be empowered to like be a better person without like thinking I have to completely, like, I just love those little clips of, ooh, I can be a little bit better, right? Do y'all see what I'm saying? Okay. So let me give you a quick example. So there's several things we want to help you do to get your content seen as like the connecting with those interests. Okay. So this is one thing that we're doing, and we give you the prompt to put into ChatGPT to quickly write this, and then we help you find templates in Canva to put this together. Okay, so let me show you here what this is. So this is 16 ways to wear your accessories and look 10 pounds thinner. So I joke, have your cake and jewelry too. Okay. So 16 ways to wear your accessories to look 10 pounds thinner. So, and this is kind of like what Kristen was talking about earlier. I print this off so you can see it, but it's digital. We're not putting it in the mail. We're just sending it to them in Messenger or email. And we're going to send this to people. And sometimes you can just do one page, like how to pick your earrings and your face look thinner, or 16 ways to look completely thinner, right? So you can use this for lots and lots of different types of posts, all right? And you're going to send this digitally and you're inspiring people, but we're going to send this and the link to shop at the same time. People, you can't say, hey, you want my link to go shop? Oh, yeah, I was just sitting here going, man, I really need to shop Kristen's website. Nobody's thinking that. But when Kristen goes, do y'all need 30 ideas on 30-minute meals to make your life easier and to like make sure you actually have family dinner, quit eating out as much? I'm like, yeah. She sends me that, and then she sends me, you know, the links to the air fryer and the things that going to make my life easier. I'm like, check, check, check. You got to talk about what people need, what they want, what's frustrating them, what goals they have. And then you are their hero. Okay. Comment hero if you'd like to be a few people's hero. Okay. Because this is how it works. This is so fun. Okay. So this is one example. Another one is to do challenges. So let me explain that. So you can do something like 5 to 7 days. You could teaching people how to layer jewelry. Okay, every day we're going to wear 3 different pieces of jewelry. It could be cooking and making sure your family has 5 fruits and vegetables every day. It could be, oh my goodness, y'all know this is a big one if you're skincare. It could be a routine for your skin every night before you go to bed. That would change people's lives. They would use a lot more of your product and buy a lot more of it. Okay. It could be sitting down and reading with your kids and making it fun, making it a game so that they learn to love to read even more than they do now. Okay. Do y'all see what I'm saying? So there are so many, and we're working on 20 different ways for you to help people feel empowered, help them see. Okay, and here's the biggest thing. This will get people to buy products that they, one, weren't confident to buy. Okay. A lot of people, Kristen, what's something that you've seen someone tackle and start cooking that they would like, maybe they weren't baking, maybe they never made bread before, maybe they've done, what's something you saw someone start cooking after they got Pampered Chef products that they never cooked before? Can you think of any stories? Sorry, I'm kind of putting you on the spot.
No, it's all right. I had a mute because my dog started barking. I mean, I've seen lots of things in my 20 years. I've seen things from people who say they can't even cook a meal to being able to learn how to cook some pretty awesome meals.
Yeah.
Even if it starts out with just 5 ingredients or less. And baking, you know, I am not a baker, but I personally have learned how to bake over the years
Oh, I
with
love
my
that.
PC products, just because having good products help. But yeah, that's one of the best things, is being able to help somebody go from not being able to being more comfortable. You know, the mom who says, I just need some healthy snacks instead of, you know, fruit roll-ups and crackers all the time, to being able to take the
Yeah.
cup slicer and slice up the fruit and feel like they have a cool and serve tray full of meats, cheeses, vegetables, and fruits. Like, you know, it's one of the greatest feelings. So that's what
Yeah.
we get to do as social media influencers, right? We get to take our
Yes.
product and help the customer feel comfortable and feel inspired and empowered and loved in that moment of whether they are wearing something or using something, or, you know, creating a masterpiece with the
Absolutely.
products that they have. So yeah.
It's going to be so good. Okay. So here's the thing. I am moving from, I used to focus on content that always got comments, which we will do that too, from content that gets sales. Okay. Content that gets sales, it's because literally social media should be renamed to interest media. I hope you are still socializing on social media. It is quite the thing. Things have changed a lot. You know how you can get going on Reels and you never even see anyone that you know in that? You're just kind of watching it for entertainment. That's why they're calling it that. Do you see what I'm saying? So you want to pop up in the feeds of people who want your products and need your good ideas. And this is the thing. You're going to get people to wear different colors they never wore before. You're going to get people to try different makeup techniques they wouldn't have. There's so many different things you can inspire people to do and try. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, I know helping women feel empowered is the best feeling. That's why we do what we do. So Chris and I completely relate to that. Okay, so with this being said, we have so many ideas. I want to give you one. Oh, you guys, this was the coolest idea. So if you need some new eyes on your page, this is the coolest thing. It is, so here's how the posts go. The whole idea of the post is to tag someone who you either like to do something with that's inspired you. So let me just tell you, my cute, it's actually Porter's wife, my darling daughter-in-law. Every now and then I will, in my Instagram messenger, I'll get, you've been tagged in this post. And it says, share this with a mom who has no idea what an amazing, fabulous job she's doing, right? And it's just like, ah, right? So you want to do something like tag your best friend who you love to cook with, or tag your friend that is an amazing baker and she just always inspires you. Tag your friend who always looks on point and you love the way she does her makeup. Tag someone who is the accessorizing queen and always has the best earrings on, right? The whole idea there is that they're making someone feel good and they're tagging people to come to your page. Like, I'm so mind blown by this because hardly anyone's using it. And I saw Gary V literally use it. Hey, tag someone who's killing it in business and is working hard to, you know, make their first million or something, right? And y'all can do this, but you have to have the right wording and you want to change it up each month. Like if you're a crafter, tag your best friend who you would stay up all night crafting with, right? And you love their awesome ideas. Do you all got to comment love, because this idea is just like so dang fun. So we're going to show you how to use ChatGPT to write a whole series of those for your product line, because you can only say so many times, tag your friend who's the best cook you know. Like, you got to change it up, right? Okay. So do y'all see what I'm saying? Like, you guys, there's so many awesome ideas that can be fast and easy. You just have to like take the time to think outside the box and work with other people who've done things that you want to accomplish. That's when your life changes. Okay. Whether you're reading books, you're taking classes, you're listening to podcasts, like we are constantly always learning new things. Okay. You would buy that list of ideas? Girl, we're going to teach you how to make that list of ideas. Okay. Because there's so many different companies here. We have the prompt to help you with that. Okay. So you're going to love that and many things we have to buy. Okay. I know. And I just like, that is so smart to get different eyes on your page. I'm like, oh my gosh. And it takes no time to make. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Okay. I'm going to hit on two things really quick. One a little bit longer than the other. Okay. Just very quick. So we've talked about social media. When we message people, they'll see our post. We're going to do these smarter posts. We're going to focus on interest. Y'all are seeing this big picture, right? Comment big. Okay. The next thing I want you to know and understand, because I know y'all, most of you here said you have past customers. Even Rhonda, who's like, I'm with a brand new company, you still have email addresses from your past customers, girlfriend. Okay. So, is anybody here with their in business for less than 3 months? Not a business, but first time business. Comment 3 months if anyone's here with less than 3 months. Okay. So you should, crossing my fingers, you should have access to all your past customers' emails. Rather, your company has them on their website or you use Square or PayPal. Hopefully you have a decent list of email addresses. Okay. Maybe not every single one. Like you met someone, they bought it at your booth and expo, you didn't get their email. Like, I know. Okay. Like there's times and places you don't always get them, but hopefully you have a list of emails. So one of the things we want to teach you to do, because Facebook does, like, it just like all of a sudden stop showing your post to people sometimes. You only message so many people. And sometimes people just aren't getting on Facebook anymore. Okay. We want to teach you how to take those email addresses and on a regular basis, connect with those people for several reasons. One, if they do get on Facebook, we want to help you send them a link that goes back to your page and helps you engage them on your page. Two, we want to send them right to your website for new products, specials, flash sales, any of those kind of things. Three, we want to send them these good ideas. Okay. When you send them 16 ways to look thinner wearing jewelry, they love you and it keeps them engaged with you and it keeps them opening your emails. Okay. So it can't just be all salesy emails. All right. Three, it's an awesome way to make sure they know when you have a brand new catalog, brand new products. Like there's so many good things about email. It's very inexpensive. You do need to know some, how do I say this? There's some things you need to know so that you can send out emails and you can be compliant, because the government has rules around what you can do with emails and stuff. So those things are important. And those things are what we're going to help you with. Okay. But there are ways to make sure the subject line and the text in it doesn't go into spam folders or promotion folders. There's all kinds of things you can do there. Okay. So we want to help you better understand emails. There's even some opportunities with text messages, but that's like really low on my list because it's expensive. There's a time and a place for that one. Okay. So you guys, there are so many awesome things that we have for you to help you stay in front of those past customers. And the emails, guess what? You can offer these to people you've never sold to, get them in your email list, and then start nurturing them to get them to be first-time buyers. So this little tool that we're going to teach you how to do, no matter what you sell, you're going to have a different topic. You're not all going to do jewelry ones, right? This can be both to help you find new customers and to connect and love on your current customer base. Okay. It's a win-win. Everybody comment win-win because it's so fun. It's awesome. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. Okay. First of all, we have an absolutely incredible 6-month program. It's called our Question Queen membership. Okay. So we want to help you learn how to use AI to write your long-tailed keywords, to write your posts that are connected to your business, like the ones tag your friend below who you always love, their makeup, you love their earrings, you love their, their treats that they bring to the PTA, thing, all those kind of things. All right. We want to teach you how to use AI. We want to teach you how to do reels. We want to teach you how to do stories. Like we have so many different videos for you to watch. We want to help you learn how to write these very quickly. I never would have taught this 2 years ago. Okay. Before ChatGPT or before I knew how to use ChatGPT, never, because this would have taken you forever to write yourself. I know y'all wouldn't have, I wouldn't have done it. Okay. This can be written in ChatGPT in a matter of minutes because I give you the prompts to put in. I give you a way to ask it, give me 10 ideas. Now take this one idea I love and go write the whole book. And then we show you how to do this in Canva. Okay. You guys, it's fast, it's fun, it's really amazing. Sorry, Patsy, can you send that to our messenger? Because I'm not 100% sure what you're asking, but we will see what we can do to help, Patsy. Okay, you guys, we have so much content to help you. We focus on mindset. We focus on all kinds of things. Okay, you are going to love, and you can come work with us every single week on Zoom. We're going to help answer your questions. The Zoom meetings are to answer your questions based on you watching the videos and choosing what part of it you want to start using. Okay, it's awesome. It's so good. Joyce, you were so sweet. The membership trainings are amazing. Michelle is the best. I love you, girl. Thank you so much, Joyce. We're so excited for Joyce. She's having an amazing month and it's so exciting. We're so excited for her. Okay. So here's the thing. It's worth over $5,000. Okay. But you can come work with us. Oh, that's the wrong image. Let me find. I may need to download the right image. My bad. Okay, so to come work with us for 3 months is $297. So it's about $97 a month. Or you can come work with us for 6 months and get your 6th month free. You pay for 5 months and get 1 month free. It's $497. Okay, it would normally be $597. So you save $100 when you do that. Okay. And then we have some crazy awesome bonuses for you. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Before I tell you about the bonuses, I have to tell you about one more thing. And Kristen and I are collaborating on this, and we are so excited. So one of the things, you know how we were talking about just sending those messages? It sounds so dang simple. Like you've probably, maybe your leaders, other coaches, you listen to a podcast, all kinds of things. You hear these ideas and you're like, I can do that. That's simple. I can do that. And then when it comes right down to it, like you hear the idea again 30 days later and you're like, dang, I still haven't started doing that thing that was the really good idea. Okay. Anybody besides me have that happen? Say, I hear you, Michelle. Yeah, I'm with you, Michelle. Okay. So we are 100% committed and focused to helping you get your habits going. Okay. Habits are a game changer. Okay. And so here's the thing. I have a whole bunch of techniques that I am passionate about making sure that instead of you feeling guilty when something doesn't happen, okay, like this is so important to me. Okay. I don't want you to just feel guilty when you miss a day. Okay. So instead of doing things 30 days in a row, I want you to be like, we're going to do this 30 times in a month. There's some days you're going to do it twice, and there's a couple days you're not going to do it at all. Okay. I want you to learn how to regroup. I don't ever want you to have this, I failed. I want you to always have like a backup plan. And I want you to realize that focusing on a small thing for 30 days will absolutely grow your consistency, your confidence, your belief in yourself. And then all of a sudden, it's mind-blowing. You start doing other habits so much more naturally, all because you did one. We're not going to let you do more than 3. Focus on 1, 2, or 3 different things. And our goal is just to help you do it 30 times in February. Not every single day necessarily. Some of you may choose to do it every day, but it's not about doing it every single day. It is about doing it this many times in this period of time, so you always can fix it. Now, it probably won't work very well if you try to do it 30 days on the last day of the month, admittedly, okay? But it will work really well, okay, if you choose to do it 24 days, and 4 of the days you end up doing that multiple times. You have sometimes you do it twice. Okay. Y'all with us on this? And so it's going to be so good. Kristen, tell them why you're so excited about this.
Okay, I am so excited because when Michelle and I were talking about goals and habits of doing things, you guys, this is seriously my thing. Like, I love this because I too, just like I talked about stories, right? I created a habit. I had to do it. I had to teach myself that stories was important to post to. So every time I open my Facebook or my Instagram or my business page, like, I have to post, right, to my stories. So it's something like that. And we're going to talk about, whatever it is that fits for you, personal and business, that you can do in 30 days. And I know that I have team members on here right now who will tell you, this is my thing. This is what I love. And this is what I talk about every January and sometimes quarterly with you, because you have to reset, right? So what you wanted to do in January might be something different in March or April. Or you might be adding to it, right? Compounding and adding to it. So this is my love. I love sharing. I love sharing how simplicity, just like I told you, listen, if you want to message people, don't make it hard. Don't make it daunting. Just pick 15 minutes and set a timer on your phone, or 15 messages. So if you do 15 minutes and you only get 6 messages out, okay, you got 6 out, right? Yep. Or you set a timer or set a goal that I'm going to do 15 a day, 15 a day. So maybe you do 5 here, 5 there, 5 there, whatever it is. That's a goal. And that is how you create consistency and habits. And so maybe you can share in the comments something you'd like to maybe get just a wee bit better on, or maybe a goal that you might be interested in knocking out in 2025. So we'd like to hear from you, because you know what? That might be something we need in our life too, right? Yep. And so let's hear it from you.
So here's a couple things we're going to be doing. Okay. So you can add this to this class. Okay. If you're already in the membership, you can take this class with us. That's all about consistency. This is our first month doing it. It's half price this month. It's $47. I'm so excited about it. Okay. Like, it's going to be so good. And here's the thing. You're going to get a message from us every single day reminding you to do it. And on Tuesday evenings, we're going to have a Zoom call to answer your questions, brainstorm with you, help you stay consistent. Okay. So it's going to be so good. There's also a VIP level that you can choose to participate in. You can fill out a Google form and we will help to suggest. Sometimes you guys pick consistency things and we're like, that's not going to make you the most money. Or that's not the thing you most need next. And so we'll even help you decide what goals to start if you want to do the VIP level. Okay. So let me tell you here, the Question Queen membership, there's so much content here to help you take your business up a level. Okay. So when Patty, you're saying, hook me up, girl. I need these prompts. I need to know how to write those posts. This is what you want to participate in. Okay. So make sure that you have commented hashtag link. Okay. Everybody comment hashtag link, hashtag LINK to get the membership information or to get the consistency training. Now, like I said, the consistency training you can add on to this class. If you're already in the Question Queen membership, you can buy it separate. Okay. Awesome. See, Rhonda knows what she wants to do. Like, the consistency thing will be so good. Okay. Now, let me just tell you real quick, those of you who sign up for this membership, okay, there's 2 ginormous bonuses, okay? All day we were talking about how to get back in front of your past customers, but we do know you need to have skills on getting in front of new customers. So our Finding New Customers class is a $300 training. It is 3 days, once a month, and then you forget it for 27 days. Anyway, so we work on that with you. This Finding New Clients class is so cool, and it's a $300 value. And then we do a business social media review for you. So whether you're using groups, pages, or profile, we go and review that. We go over 10 to 12 posts. We look at your wording. We look at replies. We look at emojis. We look at all kinds of things and help shorten your learning curve. So this is a $500 bonus when you get the Question Queen membership. Okay. And let me post that link up. But comment #link, you guys, #link. Okay. So the Question Queen membership, you guys, this is what you need to get in to get all our tips on helping you get those repeat buyers. Okay. It's going to be amazing. And remember, we need to start thinking of this as interest media. Interest media. Let's move you to interest media. Okay. So that's where you'll learn all the stuff, how to do the right posts, to get the wording right, to get Facebook showing you to the people who have interest in what you sell. Okay. So that program, $597, you want to grab the 6-month program. When you do that, you're going to get these awesome bonuses. Okay. Want to get you the $500 worth of bonuses you're paying. So you're getting $5,500 plus worth of content with a training for $497. So when you put #link, click on that button, it'll open the website for you. You want to go down and click the 6-month option. You put in your name and email address, go to the next page, and there are many, many payment options. Okay. There's Affirm, there's Klarna, there's all kinds of payment options there. If any of those do not work for you, please just send us a quick message and we can tell you what other options we have outside of that. Okay. So get yourself signed up. The first 5 people who get the Question Queen membership, okay, this membership with all the stuff, get these bonuses. So you want to sign up quick. Now, while you're in there, you can add to that the consistency program. Okay. And remember, my goal is not to get you to do anything for 30 days straight. My goal is to get you to do it 30 times in a month. I don't want anyone to bail after 10 days because you missed one day. I don't want anyone to be discouraged thinking, dang, I've been at the hospital taking care of my mom, or, oh my gosh, I got sick and couldn't function, or dang, I've been cleaning up dog or human throw up. You know what I mean? Like, stuff happens. And I want you to realize you can absolutely, it's called my motto that I'm always saying to myself and to Porter and my kids is perfect enough. Okay. There is perfect enough to be very successful. Okay. Perfect enough. We just want to make sure that on the good days that we're not cleaning up throw up, that we're not sitting next to somebody in the hospital, that, you know, that maybe we do it 2 times on that day when we're having a good day. And on the day it just is a bad day, we give ourselves grace and we just get it together the next day. Okay. Kristen and I have both worked on goal setting so much. I know we are going to be able to help you change your mindset around getting consistent. Okay. And we're going to help you pick the things that you're going to get consistent with. I can tell you this month, and here's the thing. I had to fly out to Baltimore, not had to, it was a choice, but chose to fly out to Baltimore, spend a couple of days with my daughter, fly her back here. We have extra people in the house. Do y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all know, just as soon as I start saying that, you're like, oh, there goes the habits, right? It's so painful. But I decided that no matter what, I was going to get right back to it. And so I do my gratitude, I do my walking, we're doing our reels. It has felt so good. Okay. And I'm so excited to help you with your mindset that you never feel like a failure just because you fall off for a little bit of time. We want to help you get right back on it. Okay. So that class is $47 with or without this membership. And like I said, our goal is just to help you stay on track and remember to do it. Half of habits is just that you forget. You just get going in your day and you just forget. Okay. Kristen, why are habits so important to you?
Habits are so important. And just like, you know, you talked about, sometimes you can go 6 days in a row and then forget something and you're like, okay, that's it, I'm giving up. How many of us have ever been on a diet like that? Or how many of us have been on a habit of walking? Or how many of us have been on a reading, you know, binge where I'm going to read in my Kindle, or I'm going to read the Bible, or I'm going to read, you know, a business book or whatever. And then you don't for a day and you're like, well, let's forget it. Let's put it away. Right. Well, you know what? We're not made to do everything every day. It's just not possible. And so when you give yourself grace and you realize that, then creating the habit of consistency and consistently doing that goal or that item that you feel is important or maybe not negotiable anymore, right? I like to use the word non-negotiable. What is something that becomes non-negotiable for you anymore? Like, I need to 15 minutes every day be out on social media. I need 15 minutes of quiet time. I need, you know, I need to take my time and take this workshop, right? Because I need to feed my soul and I need to feed myself of creating a habit. I need to have a habit of feeding myself for my business or for my personal life, right? And so goals are so important. And you know what? Goals are not made to be the end all. They're a stepping stone to a change, a stepping stone to a change in that situation, in that opportunity, in that lifestyle, in that business, in that goal. And that goal that you had is not going to be the goal that you're going to have 6 months from now or 2 years from now. It is a stepping stone. It is not made to be the end all forever. It is made to not be perfect. It is made to not be the epitome. Now you can reach a goal, but once you reach that goal, we all know that we don't stop, right? We change it and we go to something else and we go to something else. So that consistency to get to those goals or those desires or those habits is what we're going to be teaching and what we're going to be sharing. And you guys, that's why I've been in the business for 20 plus years, is because I can continue to use that and over and change it up and do it and recreate. And that is so important. And so come join us, come be with us, come share with us, and let us share with you and give you things that have worked for us. For how many years do we have between the two of us? Like
a lot more
than a lot between the two of us.
Patty, I hope you're still here. Did you get the links, love? Did you comment #link? I want to make sure you have the links.
Yes.
So comment #link. Any of the programs we have today, you comment #link. You'll see both of the links there.
Yes. And you guys, you know that you want to see our faces and hear us every day, right? Okay, maybe not, but you really do. And you know what? You're going to get to hang out with us 4 times. So not only are you going to get something from us every day, just for fun, right?
Right.
And then you're going to see us 4 times. You're going to get to be on a Zoom with us 4 times. And so you're going to get to pick our brains while we get to share as well. And we also get to learn from you too, because again, you just might have the missing nugget for something that we need too. So come join us. $47. And if you are not in Michelle's 6 month, you guys, it's worth it. It is absolutely worth every penny. She has so much knowledge in this realm to really make your business grow and thrive in 2025, right? And really make you do some fabulous things with your business. And so listen to her, be a part of it. It has changed my business and it has changed many of my team members' businesses and friends. So #link, no spaces, #link. grab that link and join us. Join us in February for the consistency class. And if you, again, are not part of her monthly workshop, like, be a part of that, because
It's gonna be so good.
Nuggets.
I have to tell you guys a little secret. Okay, so in case you didn't know this, okay, Porter, say hi.
Hey, y'all.
Okay, so Porter is my eldest son, and Porter's done some pretty awesome things. Okay, and I'm going to tell you, I started teaching my kids goal setting. Porter was 5 years old, and I knew one of two things would happen. He'd either rock it and some really cool things would happen, or I'd really screw him up and he would, live at therapy for him. Anyway, some really cool things happened. Okay, so here's the thing that is so fun about Porter. Some of you are going to think this sounds harsh, but hang in there as I tell you the whole story. So Porter, I kind of joke, wasn't really born with hardly any just like natural talent. Some people like just can sing, or some people just like, how are you reading at 2.5? Some people just like are really good at numbers. I was good at numbers. Still can't spell, but that's okay. I have my talents. Like, some people just, they have some talents, right? I joke all the time. Porter hardly had any talents. His sister was doing the dual language program. She could read, and it was 2 years younger than her. She could read in 2 languages before he could read in 1. Like, it just, a lot of things just were not, they just did not come quickly. Okay. And I remember, like, I'm not kidding, you pray on your children, but it's not always on your knees. You're, changing diapers, and you're cleaning house, and you're making meals, and you're praying on things, right? And I still remember exactly where I was walking in my house, and this overwhelming like message came on my heart. And it was like, Porter needs to learn work ethic. Cause I was like, God, seriously, this kid, everything's hard for him. Okay. So put him in swim lessons. How many of you put your kids in swim lessons? Comment swim. This kid, we would throw him in the water, not throw him in the water, literally. We just were taking the swim lessons, right? And we didn't realize he just was terrified. Okay. Later found out he has this depth perception problem, $2,000 of eye therapy later. And he could not see there was a bottom to the pool. So when he got in, it just looked like it would go forever. Well, that would scare me too, right? Okay, so there were some situations there. His balancing, learning how to ride a bike was not a simple thing. Even his running wasn't real natural. I'm just going to tell you. You guys, he did triathlons through high school and was ranked in the top 25 high school triathletes in the country, and was asked to represent the USA in international races in Canada and in Switzerland and in Holland and stuff like that. Okay, you guys, this is from a kid who couldn't see the bottom of the pool. Okay. So Porter has done a lot with goal setting. Okay. I'm not just trying to brag him up. What I'm trying to tell you is, whatever you think is hard right now, I promise you, with some consistency and some effort. And here's the thing. Even we look at people like Michael Phelps, for example, who is one of the most, won the most gold medals and that kind of stuff. He did not miss a day of practice for, I think it was at least 13 years, right, Porter? Like, I think there was one day he left early to go to prom or something. Like, he just did not miss practice, right? So it doesn't even matter how much talent you have, you still have to do your work, okay? And the thing is, Porter knows about goal setting. He knows, honestly, he's more consistent than I am. I do not understand getting in a pool and swimming laps. You can't even listen to music very well. You kind of can now, but not anyway. I don't understand it. I'm not even going to lie to you. I do not understand it. Like, his ability to be consistent blows my mind. So you're going to have videos from him. You're going to have videos from me. You're going to have videos from Kristen. We all have different ways of approaching goals. Okay. We all have different ways of approaching consistency. Mine is, I'm going to do it every week. I'm going to do a lot on one day, and I'm probably going to do less on some other days. Whereas I think Porter and Kristen are more like, I want to see I checked it off every single day. I hate that. Okay. You're going to have some different personalities that will help to relate to you, so you can find a way to find consistency in your life. And hopefully you heard yourself in one of these examples. Okay. It is so cool. Bye, Ann. Come join us on the consistency training, okay? So you guys, please comment #link. Let us walk with you. There are so many trainers. I spent a lot of money helping Porter learn how to do these things because I didn't know how to do triathlons. I do know how to do businesses, okay? He is where he's at because of his choices, because of people that knew more than we did. It's a combination of things, okay? And we want to walk alongside of you, all right? Okay, so we have some giveaways to do. You guys, can you all give Kristen a huge thank you? And Kristen, I want to turn it back to you. Give us your last thoughts here. What about consistency? What about learning about social media will change their life?
Just do it. I mean, you really, honestly, if you don't do it, you're not going to get anywhere where, any farther than where you're at now. And so get out there, be posting. Listen, if you just need to start with one story and one post a day, that's better than none, right?
Yeah.
And that's consistency. If that means you're going to do one story, one post, and 2 messages, that's better than none, right? Start small if it's overwhelming, right? And have a piece of paper or have it on your on your phone, or have it on your computer where you can check those 3 boxes off, right? Story, post, and customer follow-up or messenger or whatever you want to label the contacts, right? Of being able to have a conversation, and check it off. And when you do those 3 things, reward yourself. Go get a coffee with some creamer in it, or whatever, like celebrate.
Yep.
You know what? One of the things I like to teach my team is have a jar, put some M&Ms in it. Have 3 different colors of M&Ms or 3 different colors of Skittles. And every time you do something, you get to drop one in there. And at the end, you get, yes, or marbles, right? Or what if you put a penny in a jar for every time you did something, right? At the end of 30 days, how many pennies would you have in there? Or how many dimes would you have in there? Or, there's all sorts of things that you can do to create a habit, to create consistency. But the point is, do it, because if you don't and you stay paralyzed, your business isn't going to grow and you're not going to thrive. And so just little steps make a difference. And these little steps is where every single business person has to start. That's where they have to start and where they will continue to grow their business. So even if you're like, I can never be like that person who sells XYZ, listen, you don't have to be. Just start where you're at right now, and in 30 days, see where you've come. And in 30 days after that, look where you've come again. And in 30 days. So really, guys, thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support. And I can't wait to be on in February with each of you and being able to share more ideas. But just get out there. And you know what? I'm going to come check on some of you. I'm going to come see who's posting and who's sharing, who's out there. So, no, I'm not going to creep on you, but I am going to check out and see who's out there loving on their business and loving on their customers and sharing, because you never know. There might be something I need from you. So get it out there. So thanks so much for having me today, Michelle.
All right. Thank you. Okay, let's do our drawing. Celebrate with us, Miss Kristen. Okay, drum roll, you guys. Thank you so much for spreading the love. We appreciate your shares so much. So, Miss Cassandra Hills, our first winner. Cassandra, thank you so much for helping us spread the love. We appreciate you so much. And Miss Ann Johnson. Miss Ann Johnson. So, if you ladies are here, please say I'm here, and everybody else congratulate Cassandra and Ann. Thank you so much for spreading the love. We appreciate you so much. You guys are amazing. All right, you guys, come do the consistency workshop with us. Come and come and learn how to put all this stuff into AI. And I'm telling you, all the stuff we're teaching you how to do does not take nearly as much time as you think it does. It goes super fast. It's all about learning just the right wording to put into ChatGPT, and it's so exciting what happens. All right. You guys, Kristen, I love working with you. I love brainstorming with you. I love laughing with you. I love laughing at ourselves. Oh, we've had some funny times the last couple days. Anyway, you guys are amazing. Come and hang out with us even longer, because when you come and hang out with us, we can hear you on Zoom. We can see your faces. We love to get to know you personally. All right. Love to each one of you. We'll talk to y'all later. You guys get yourselves signed up for these. Comment #link. Click on the link, go in, put your name in, go to the next screen. You'll find your payment options. Okay. Mwah. Love to all of you. Bye, guys.